Yeah, today's another day. I'm right here. I just came to work. It's something I really find out today in my life. I found out that most of the things that we do believe really comes to pass because I was dead broke this year. Like starting of this year, I was like broke. I had a lot of loans to pay. Took a lot of student loans to pay. I was in a lot of debts. I didn't even know where to start from because even the loans I was paying was even higher than my salary I was getting. But like crazy, like how this happened is so crazy that I ventured into a couple of businesses that wasn't profitable. I've been this business for a long time, and I was I was always running out of funds because along the line when I come into a certain point or a certain breakdown, I'll have to like take money from those business to solve my problems. So the business was not growing. I was just each, each time I put in money to this business, I later had to withdraw some of those money to solve my problems. It happened for a couple of times, like a kind of a circle. I was so tired, I had to even abandon the business because I couldn't meet up. So, but first, I think this starting of this year, I was in a lot of debts. Like when I'm saying a lot of debts, as in when I tell some people that I'm in this debt, they're like, "Geez, bro, how will you like clear this loan?" Because even the feds was calling my phone every day that I even had to switch off my phone. Like I had to switch off my phone. Like one of my line, I had to like turn it off because I was getting calls from the loan company I took loan from every day. Like they could call me like 5 times in a day. I was so down that, and when they call me, they will not like talk to me softly. They'll be like shouting on me, "Hey, when are you gonna pay your loan? When are you gonna pay your loan? We are coming to your house. We have your security number." Blah blah blah. Like it was so crazy. I had to like turn off my line. People couldn't reach me with my other line because I had to get a new SIM because I had to just like stay away from the noise because the calls I was getting wasn't helping at all. It wasn't helping me in any fucking way. It was even making me depressed. I was like thinking, how am I going to get out of this loan? So I was paying the loan. Obviously, I was paying it, but the amount they gave me to pay every month was I couldn't meet up with the money they gave me to pay every month. I was just paying the little I can, and I took this loan to solve a lot of problems in my life, like school problems, like especially my school because I didn't have. I will not say I didn't have, but my parents were they're not really financially buoyant, so I'm the one taking care of a lot of the school bills. I would say 80% of the school bills I'm the one taking care of it. So they were only helping me with the little they can, and I didn't want to really bother them on asking them so much for money because I was already working, and even though the salary I was getting wasn't enough, I was just trying to make sure that I get myself through all of it. And these things have been going on for a couple of years because I've been in school for a couple of years. So I was so broke, alone, a lot of things, but many guys didn't know, many of my friends didn't know, except my close friends. So this year, when I like last year, it happened the same time. So I took a lot of loans to clear some certain things in my school. And towards the year ending, I was lucky. Some business I ventured into later paid out, and I took that money to clear out all those loans. Now this year, the same thing happened, and this year was even worse. I took a loan to again to clear some of my school 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 loans, like my sorry I said to clear some of my school problems, like getting handouts, school fees, a lot of, you know how school gets, you have a lot of things to pay along school as you go through school. So, and the school I was in, they were not laughing. The school I was in, they were not even playing. They really mean business. And when it's time for business, man, if you're not really gonna clear yourself in whatever stuff you're owing in the school, they're going to come for you, or they could even make you not to write your exams. And this year was kind of my last year in school, so I really had to take out a loan to clear a lot of these things. So I took out a loan. I took out a very very big loan. As in, when I took out this loan, I even had to my my sister. I called my sister. Yeah, I called my sister because she was the only one I needed advice from how I could go about it. I called my sister and I asked her that I'm taking a loan. She was like, hey, don't take a loan. How much do you need? I told her the money. It was short. It was too big for her to even help me with. She gave me some money she could afford, but it wasn't enough. And I told her that this money you're giving me is not enough, but I have to still take out a loan. So I took out this loan. It was quite huge. I used that loan to clear a lot of debts. I mean, clear a lot of school debts. So the company was on my neck every day. As in every day, I had to just go AWire. But the clone company couldn't reach me. All they could reach, like, the only way they could reach me was through my email. So I was always replying them through my email too. I was telling them I'll pay the loan. They should give me a couple of times. They were like inboxing me every day about the loan, threatening my life, threatening my whole family for this loan. So this year, as the year was about to, let me just say a couple of weeks now, this is like something that's happening in my life at the moment. So now, just last week, I told you about a project I worked for, that 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 were owing me a lot of money because of the things we did for them, but they did not pay us due to one or two setbacks. So now, finally they paid, but it wasn't what I expected. So I took out those money to clear all those loans. I was free, so I got myself back, trying to like kind of like get a new slate, a clean slate again, trying to like build again. So what happened is that, fast forward to today, I went back into my business again. I invested some of the money I got from that business, because after I cleared out all my loan, it was it was dust that was left. I didn't really have much. I didn't really have much money left again out of the money I was being paid, because my loan took about 80% of the money. I also had to show love to my family because they are my all. They're my all. Like, they are my all. That's why I always put it. They're my all. So I give showed love to my family. So the remaining funds, I didn't really have much to do with it. I was like, man, I can't spend this money on things that won't make sense, and I'll just end up burning the money. So I just took the money and invested it into my business again to see how things gonna turn out. Okay, now today, it was very very small money, but today when I woke up, I don't even know what happened. I just decided to like check, call some people and check how my business is going. Funny enough, where I invested my money into, my money tripled. As in, it tripled. I was I was so shocked because I didn't really expect it. And when this money tripled, it didn't just tripled, it tripled in the extent that I recovered all my losses. I won't say I recovered like full time, but when you get a couple of money that keeps you going at the moment, that's the type of money I recovered. I recovered a lot of money and I was so happy. I A lot of things that I lost, my business, a lot of things that I invested into that I lost. I ran out of funds because I couldn't push the business going. I had to, like, I recovered back all those assets. So not to take too much time, what I'm trying to say is that earlier this year I prayed, like, I believe in God a lot. So I prayed to God earlier this year that God, all this loan I took, I don't really know how I'm gonna pay this loan because obviously I didn't know I'm gonna pay the loan. I'm not kidding. When you take out a loan and you don't even know how you're gonna pay back the loan because even your salary is not even enough for you to pay back this loan. But I just took the loan. I was like, man, however long it's gonna take me to pay back this loan, I'm gonna pay back this loan. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna pay back what however I can, little by little. But I wasn't expecting anything outside because I didn't have anybody that was gonna like give me money to sort out some of these loans. So this year I pray to God that God should help me. That I just told God that I don't know I'm gonna pay back all these loans, but I'm gonna pay back this loan. And funny enough, man, crazy. God answered my prayer in beyond ways I could expect. Like, this thing made me understand that prayer really works because this like it really rekindled my faith on in God because I'd be like, so prayer really works because when I took out this loan, I didn't have any way to pay back this loan, but I prayed to God and told God that God, please help me to clear out this loan. And this year, this month, man, I recovered everything. I paid my loan. I invested back in my business. I got triple profits, something I've never seen before in a very very long time. Triple profit. And also recovered back all my assets I lost. So it's so crazy. Like, this month alone, I recovered a lot of things I lost last year. Like, this month, I recovered a lot. If I'm going to like grade it out of 100%, I'll say I recovered almost 80% of everything I lost last year, and this is just the beginning because I know that before this is going to run out, I'm going to recover a lot. So my main moral of this video is I'm going to try and tell you guys that, man, whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, always believe in something. Find something believe in unlocking. Always always pray. It doesn't matter if you believe in God. Prayer is not something that you have to. Prayer is not something that you have to be like, oh, I have to believe in God before I start praying. Man, no. You can pray any way you can. Even affirmations are prayers. So just pray. Whatever you're going through, I feel like if you really pray and commit it into God and do the work, man, you're gonna see the light. That's like my main moral of this video. So that is why I'm doing this video, just to like send it out there to everyone that prayer really works. I'm not gonna say much. I'll stop here.